loves, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Today I have this really nice goldy brown makeup look which is perfect for Eid, and if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep watching. So the first thing that I did was to prime, and for that I used my favorite combo, which is the Maybelline Master Prime and the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. At first I took the Maybelline primer and I applied it mainly to my T-zone area so that it gives a really nice illumination to my skin. And then I took the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer and applied it to the perimeters of my face. Now since that has a very lavender undertone, it does brighten that area of the skin. And up next for color correcting, I used nothing but the NYX Concealer Corrector, which is no surprise because I've been using this for quite some time now and I've been loving using this. Now I have a whole tutorial of me doing a color correcting video in which I will go in depth, so I will leave a link to it in the description box below. But here in brief, I have used the peach concealer right under my eyes and used the orange concealers around my face where I have hyperpigmentation, and I used the lavender corrector on the places where I wanted to brighten my face. And oh yeah, I used the green corrector to conceal all the redness of my face. Taking the Becca Orange Corrector Concealer, as I told before, I had applied it on the places where I had hyperpigmentation and dark acne marks. For foundation today, I used the Too Faced Warm This Way foundation in the shade Warm Beige, I believe it is. If not, check in the description box below. I will leave all the details of all the products that I've used today, and I bounced it in using my damp beauty blender. Now this foundation is very lightweight but gives you a really good coverage, so it is perfect for days when you want to wear it for the whole day but still want a very light feeling to your skin. So it is perfect for times like where you have festivals like Eid, and yeah, this is a really good foundation that I've been using for quite some time now. Next, for concealing and highlighting, I used nothing but the Maybelline Instant Age Concealer in the shade medium, and I applied it to the places where I wanted to conceal and highlight, which is right under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead and my cupid's bow, right under my nose, and also right under where my contour would be. And I blended it in using my damp beauty blender again. To set all this in place, I used the Banana powder from the Wet n Wild Mega Duo Contour palette, and I applied it to the places where I had concealed so that it sets it and locks it in place. And up next for my eyebrows, I did it off camera because they were really thick and messy and it did take quite a long time. So yeah, and then I set it in using the Maybelline Brow Drama in the brown shade, I believe it is, so that it doesn't get all over the place. And for my primer, I used the Maybelline Concealer and the NYX Concealer mixed together. Now I've been using concealers as my eye primers for quite some time now, and I've been loving using it since it does lock the shadows in its place for a really long time. And then I set my primer in using the Wet n Wild Mega Contour Duo, the powder side of it. And yeah, this helped in blending the shadows really well. Taking the the Morphe 35 and palette and taking this shade, I applied it as my first transition shade using a fluffy blending brush. I went in about 2 or 3 coats of this until I got the correct color payoff that I was looking for. Next, taking this shade, which is called Starburst, I believe it is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glare Kit, I applied it as my eyebrow highlight. Taking the shade Cocoa Bear from the Makeup Geek Cosmetics, I applied it onto my eyelids, especially on the outer corners and my inner corners, using a tapered blending brush, and then I blended it in with the transition color so that there was no like a block of color, using a fluffy brush. Again, I go in with about 2 or 3 coats until I got the correct color payoff that I was looking for and the correct intensity that I wanted on my eyelids. I went in with a top pointed taper blending brush so that it gave it a much more clean look to my eyes. I did the same thing to my other eye as well. Now this look is really nice for any kind of shimmery outfit. Now maybe like in gold or a bronze outfit, and if you wear this eye look, it will be a perfect match. So it is quite a versatile look. And yet it is a very simple look also. Up next, taking Glamorous from the Makeup Geek Cosmetics eye palette, I applied it using my fingers right on the mid-lens of my eyes where I have left a gap, and then I blended it in so that it kind of had a good transition between the brown and the gold shade. I feel using your fingers is the best tip for such foiled Makeup Geek shadow palettes. For my eyeliner, I used a combination of the L'Oreal Gel liner and the Voluminous Superstar liner, and I did a really thin baby winged line, as you can see here. Taking Cocoa Bear again from the Makeup Geek Cosmetics, I applied it right under my eyeline, and I did it only up till the mid-lens from the outer corners. And that is because I wanted to use a Glamorous again into the inner corners of my eyes so that it gave a good pop of color on my eyes and gave it a more opened look. Taking the L'Oreal Silkissme liner, I applied it to both my top and bottom waterlines. And then I curled my lashes, and then for mascara today I used the Smashbox X-Rated mascara. Now I went in with about 2 or 3 coats of this mascara since I am not a person who wears falsies, so I wanted a good shebang on my lashes. So yeah, I went in about 2 or 3 coats of this, and this mascara is absolutely wonderful. So yeah. Now taking the contour side of the Wet n Wild Mega Contour Duo, I did contour my face on the hollows of my cheek and on my forehead, and also I did contour my nose a bit today. For my blusher today, I used nothing but the Milani Luminouso blush because it has a really nice dusty pink look, and I applied it to the apples of my cheek. Taking the shade Hard Candy from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam, I believe it is, and I applied it to the tops of my cheeks and on the bridge of my nose and also on my brow bone to give it a really nice, beautiful glow to my face. For my lips today, I used the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Divine Wine, I believe it is, which is a beautiful plummy brown shade, and I applied it as my lipstick. And once you apply the lipstick, the whole look is done. I really hope you enjoyed this entire look. If you did, please do give this video a great big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. And if you do recreate this video, please do show all your recreations on my social media sites. I would love to look at them, and I will leave the links to all the details in the description box below, along with the products that I've used today. So comment below on what other videos you would like for me to film and what you thought about this look. And until next time, bye guys, have a beautiful day.